Welcome back, everyone. It's the Calgary Stampede. Let's go.
The Calgary Stampede, also known as the greatest outdoor show on earth, is an event held in July every single year since 1923. It is a combination of a rodeo, outdoor festival, and exhibition originally intended to show off Calgary, Alberta, and Western Canada. It's become a great tradition in the city of Calgary to play dress up and go partying or stampeding with your friends and family. There is definitely a lot of food to consume at the Stampede. Outside of the many crazy new food items that are available down at the grounds, there are hundreds of free pancake breakfasts all across town, and you could probably not pay for a meal the entire 10-day festivity if you planned it right. No shortage of midway games and rides as well. Just remember to bring cash in case Rogers has another outage so you are not stranded without any form of payment. In 2022, the Stampede hosted North America's largest traveling Ferris wheel. Coming in at 150 feet high, these individual air-conditioned pods provide a spectacular view of the grounds and overlook the Calgary skyline. Good luck trying to get a spot on this before the nightly fireworks show at 11 p.m. Country music has become a staple at the Calgary Stampede. Plenty of popular country singers are featured at Nashville North, the Cowboys Tent, and other venues throughout downtown Calgary. But there are a ton of other options. If you prefer not to listen to country music, the Coca-Cola stage is right on the grounds, and all of the live music is free to enjoy. All you need is obviously your pass to the grounds, which is around $23 per person. They have multiple bands every evening, providing the crowds with more alternative rock options such as July Talk, Rural Alberta Advantage, Tokyo Police Club, Alexis on Fire, Cold War Kids, just to name a few. The Big Four building showcases a lot of live music as well. Stampede opening night featured Kevin Costner and Modern West. I was able to see the 90s Europop phenom Aqua, and my oh my, I did not think it would be that much fun. There were plenty of other artists, and some are absolutely free to come in and watch, while other events are ticketed. This is the world's largest outdoor rodeo, with the best cowboys and cowgirls competing for over $1.5 million in prize money. The rodeo events include barrel racing, bull riding, tie-down roping, steer wrestling, saddle bronc, and bareback. Each day ends with the chuck wagon races before the grandstand show, which features world-class entertainers, Canadian music icons, and more. The grandstand show ends right as the fireworks start at 11 p.m. and you have some of the best seats in Calgary to enjoy them. There are so many other events and things to see throughout the Calgary Stampede that showcase Western culture, such as agricultural exhibits, a ton of different farm animals, and blacksmith demonstrations. The Dog Bowl was super cool, and these canines and their trainers showed off some unbelievable tricks. Now this event is free to enjoy, just make sure you know when it starts so you can get in line and have a good seat. There was a small dirt bike track that was set up in front of the Saddle Dome, and riders would put on a show a few times per day. Super loud, very entertaining. You can walk just east of the grounds to see the Elbow River Camp and experience multiple indigenous cultures in the area. Handcrafted goods are available for purchase, and there are traditional powwows showcasing each nation's variety of dance, and those are scheduled for viewing throughout the Stampede. Lastly, the very peaceful Western Oasis at the BMO Center to grab a glass of wine, a can of beer, and enjoy the extremely beautiful art gallery. All in all, the Stampede is a very well-organized event that hosts over 100,000 people each day. The 2022 attendance came in at over 1.2 million people over 10 days, so you can expect some fairly long lineups. Now, if you do intend on going to the Calgary Stampede, I would recommend planning ahead and purchasing passes, such as the Stampede Super Pass. This is $49, and this gets you unlimited entry to the ground, so if you intend on going more than twice, this is worth it. There is also the Ride All Day Pass that can be purchased for $39, and this gets you a Ride All Day wristband or 60 tickets. If you were to purchase this on the grounds, you would be looking more towards $60. I believe it's $56 or $58, so definitely some savings there. Both the Ride All Day and Stampede Superpass can be purchased through Sobeys and Safeway before the Stampede begins. Additionally, there are alternative saving options when purchasing certain products through Circle K, Costco, and Co-op, and the Stampede also offers multiple daily deals such as Family Day, Kids Day, and Community Day, where entry is free at certain times of the morning or early afternoon. To check out more, you can visit calgarystampede.com or look up the deals online. Also, just to mention, CTV News did have a great article and they broke down all of the possible deals.
Now that we got the Stampede covered, I know what you're thinking. Where on the grounds do you get a beer? Now let's take it over here to Donovan in the studio so he can fill us in. Now I will start with saying that there used to be an outdoor beer garden at the Stampede. Now it was 18 plus, obviously, to get in. A few mechanical bowls, ton of seating, music, and that was all gone, and I think it's because of two places that I'm going to touch on right here. The Nutrien Building. Now the main floor is full of animals and exhibits, and that's super cool, but if you just go upstairs a little bit, there is a bar, and they serve beer. I was fortunate enough to walk in and hear a super classic sounding auctioneer at the end of an auction going off with the 500 going once, 500, right, 500, we got 500.
5.5, and 550, 600, 5.5, 600, 5.5, 600, 600, 5.5, 600.
501 penny, $1 million.
That was just so cool to hear in person. This particular bar area does not seem to be very well known. There were no lineups. You can walk right in, get up, order a beer, and they have Budweiser. They have Bud Light, they have Corona, I think Michelob Ultra, a few other beers. Better than nothing, but not a whole lot of selection going on here, and I think that you will find that themed throughout the Calgary Stampede, unfortunately. Now, Nashville North has just a reputation of having super long lineups to get in over the years, and once you got in, you kind of just stay in. There's a lot of live music, there's dancing and drinking going on, but I don't think that this year was the same. I think it's a little different. The bouncer told me that the lineups aren't even remotely close to what they used to be. So where they're at now, I think it's a little bit bigger. More tables, more bars, more room to house a bunch of people, and the lines are a lot shorter. So that was kind of nice. Place number 3 to get a beer, the Big 4 building. That should have been number 4. This is the other location that I believe is the reason why they got rid of the beer gardens, because they've turned the Big 4 building into a giant beer garden that has a bunch of games. They got the mechanical bowls over there, full bar, actually decent washrooms, a stage for live music, and a shit ton of seating. Place to get a beer number 4, that is the Western Oasis Wine Garden. Like a lot of these places, I touched on them earlier in the video, but I just want to flat out say that this was my favorite spot. Now, when you're walking through the grounds, there's just so many people, it's hot, the smells sometimes aren't the greatest, like especially day 8 or 9 of the Stampede, you know, there's just been a lot of stuff that happened, a lot of vomit, just a lot of vomit. Maybe not everywhere, but I can smell it. Either way, you walk into the BMO Center, you get through the exhibition or exhibits, I don't know, kind of like a trade show booth, and you get to the very end and it's just calm, peaceful, collective, very elegant. You can get a bottle of wine, you can get a glass of wine, you can get a can of beer, you can get food there. Lovely tables that were just built up on these cool like wooden casks or barrels. And then you got this beautiful art gallery to like grab a beer and go walk around. Like, I don't know if it gets any better than that. They say it's an oasis, and I would have to agree. That's my favorite spot. Now, obviously, there is beer available at the rodeo, so if you do decide to pick up some tickets and go, you're gonna find some beer. I did not go to any events this year, so I don't really have any footage or anything like that, but I know that GMC Stadium has multiple beer stands and bars. You will not have a hard time finding a beer. Dutton's Canadian Lounge. Now this is a restaurant and lounge. It's actually located right in the Saddle Dome, and they have this little sliver that they turn into a patio. I think it's typically the entrance, but you can order food, you can order drinks, you can kind of be right there in the action, and pretty much people watch the whole Calgary Stampede, so that's not bad either. And I think that's it. Like, if I missed any places, feel free to comment in the section down below, but I looked far and wide. Although by the end I might have been a little bit hazy. But I mean, that's what happens. So to my knowledge, those are the places that I could find on the Stampede grounds where you can get a beer. Now, I will say that the Stampede should absolutely have local craft beers available. I don't know why they don't. It really makes no sense to me. Unless it's money, it's probably money. That all makes sense, but that's really too bad. This was an event designed to showcase Alberta and Western Canada, and you're not even gonna support the amazing local breweries that are here in Calgary. It's just a shame, and it's really unfortunate. If you wanna find good beer while you are in Calgary, there are plenty of bars, restaurants, and breweries that are so close to the grounds that do support locals. So think about hitting those places up to enjoy what Calgary actually has to offer in terms of beer. Not Corona and Michelob Ultra, or Bud Light, or American Hard Iced Tea. Hopefully that wasn't too negative there at the end. So if you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing for some more beer and ale venture related content. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers. See you guys at Calgary Stampede 2023. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I don't know if my cowboy talk very good. Let's go. A nice truck, a cold beer, nice truck, cold beer. God damn, why is the summer so hot? Just sweating. It's just sweat everywhere. Just sweat.